I'm Charlotte Collins, and this is the SheerLuxe Show. Today we're talking about our recent fashion saves and style watch, the 2023 hero ingredients you need for your skin with Adeola, how to prioritise your sexual well-being, plus you can spend a really fun day with Georgie. But first, I'm joined by Lisa Pintaud, Sehmi, and Bryony Deery. Hi everyone.
Hi.
Lisa, first time on the sofa, welcome.
Yes.
And happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
We've been having a little pre-Valentine's Day chat off camera, but I still don't know what everybody has had planned. Do you celebrate? Do you mark it? Do you find it a bit cringe? Bryony?
I actually have such nice plans. My niece, who's 3, is coming over and I've arranged a date for her.
That is adorable.
So I've got a vegan cookie decorating activity.
Cute.
So she's got Jagger, her boyfriend, coming over.
Wow.
And he's 2. Toy
Okay.
boy. And then tonight I'm going to Whitney Houston, the theatre.
The cinema.
No,
the musical.
The musical, yeah.
Fun.
I know, I love Whitney.
So you're in quite a new relationship.
Yes.
Like, do you think you're doing something because it's a new relationship? Like, is this your first Valentine's
Yes,
Day together?
I actually find it cringe, so hopefully he's not watching.
You've not gone too all out on the V-Day plans.
I would stay in and cook.
Okay.
So for me, I get a bit, I don't know why, because I love to see all the Valentine's love on Instagram and everything. But for me, going out for dinner and sitting there and being like...
With like a set menu, that's the worst bit.
I just would rather stay at home and cook and have, like, mark the occasion, but in quite a low-key way. But I think he felt he had to do something.
And this is lovely. It could be, like, it could just happen to be Valentine's Day. So that works. Lisa, what about you? You're engaged. What's the plans?
We don't have any plans. We never celebrate Valentine's
Okay.
Day. It's literally like one of those days where, well, my boyfriend, fiance, he's French. So we are kind of like, he loves football. And tonight, for some reason, every Valentine's Day, there's a football match. Literally.
Super romantic, yeah.
So he's going to watch that. And then he just gives me like flowers. We do a nice dinner any other day of the year. I don't, to be honest, like it's not super important to me.
Do you do cards?
No, not even. Like we're very European in that.
I was going to say, I wonder,
like,
is it an English thing to be
I
really
think so,
into it?
yeah. I feel like
American.
Yeah.
I feel like here in England, like everyone does cards, but like
You're just cooler in Europe. I think that's why. Yeah, exactly. India, what are your plans?
I am doing just a cook at home tonight. Got a pasta making kit for Christmas. So I'm going to make some pasta. Got some nice wine. And I did come down to some flowers this morning, which was very unexpected.
That's nice.
I was kind of joking yesterday. I was like, have you got me a present? He was like, maybe. And I was like, I literally have no idea.
You're like, I was joking, yeah.
So that was a nice surprise.
Okay,
and we
nice.
do cards.
Okay.
And I got him a voucher for another meal. So
Nice.
very food related.
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, he made very clear to tell me this morning that he cut his run 500 meters or something short, so he could go to Gales and get me a coffee and a croissant.
Oh, that's
and I brought my croissant to work like a little packed lunch. I had it at my desk this morning, so that was quite sweet.
Very thoughtful.
Yeah, and his birthday is tomorrow, so we never do much because it's kind of then 2 days of a lot. But we would.
Did you get him a card or a present?
Card.
Yeah.
Card, and then tomorrow, not that I've got a birthday present for him either. That's today's problem. So yeah, we'll do something nice tomorrow. But yeah, just something nice to do.
I feel like something low key to mark. It's just a way to celebrate love.
Exactly.
Like texting your friends, your family.
Exactly. And I think, to what you were saying, Bryony, about kind of the fuss on Instagram and stuff, it does always just make me think about people I try not to make too much of a fuss.
Yeah,
it can come across a bit smug, can't it? So anyway. All right, after the break, Lisa, India and I will be discussing the fashion we're loving right now in this month's Style Watch. Welcome back to Style Watch, where we talk about all the fashion that we've been loving this week. We're going to jump straight in with a trend you're both loving. Lisa, wide leg jeans on the gorgeous Wendy Swan. Is this a look you're into right now?
yes. And I love when you pair it with a cropped blazer or, like a boxy blazer. I think it looks so, so nice. And I saw it on her and it's just like, I think her picture went viral.
Yeah.
So it was really, really nice. And it's so wearable.
Yeah.
You can wear it every day, so that's why I love it.
You're in a very good pair of jeans today, by the way. Where are they from?
They're from Levi's.
They're really good.
Thank you.
Really cool. India, trend you're loving is a maxi skirt.
Yeah, I just feel like people are wearing them very well at the moment. Quite a nice way to switch up wearing jeans, a little bit more feminine. I think they do look really good when they've got a slit in the middle, so they're not just like a bit of a sack.
Yeah.
And I think similar to the kind of loose fit bottom half that you shared, looks really cool with boxy stuff.
Yeah.
On the top.
It's a good high waist. You can wear anything boxy and cropped on top. It works.
Exactly. Kind of balances it out.
And Nuri Anna, we should say, made it look fabulous. The other person who's doing
cool.
it very well is Marilyn.
Oh yeah, she does
very well.
Very well.
Yes, she does do everything very well. Best dressed celeb of the week, just one from you, India, who made your cut.
I mean, quite cliche. I mean, there have been a lot of awards on, and I was kind of racking all of the sites with imagery of those, but there wasn't anything.
Well, everyone just looked a bit weird.
I went for Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, and she was wearing an amazing monochrome Valentino situation. I mean, she can make anything look good.
Yeah, I know.
But this, I really like the head to toe one colour.
Yeah, agreed.
And it was quite fun with the feathers, and I think she looked kind of sexy without showing any skin.
Yeah.
So
it's a good life hack.
I agree. She's mine as well. Always.
Every
exactly.
week. Every week. I actually am going to throw in Harry Styles on the red carpet of the Brits in the black with the huge flower around his neck,
cool.
which I just thought was amazing.
I actually saw that piece you then did about applique flowers.
Well, we did a feature on 3D flowers, so ahead of the trends on SheerLuxe. Okay, most stylish Instagram of the week, Lisa. Who caught your eye?
Yeah, so Jordana Sharp. I actually discovered her recently, and I think her style is so minimal, chic, and she gives really great style advice. And I think it's really nice to follow her.
Yeah, that's a really good oversized coat.
Yeah,
I
love that.
I did get a bit of a panic this morning actually when I put on my new blazer. I was like, shit, what if oversized becomes uncool?
No, I don't think it
I
will.
don't know, I'm a bit nervous. Give it a year. We'll all be skinny
I
fits
love
again.
her Manolos as well. They're slightly like tartan ones.
I know.
Yes, she has got the tartan waist.
She has a lot of Totem as well, my favorite brands.
Yes.
It's true, she's good at the
Sold.
neutrals. Another white suit from you.
Yes, another white suit. Oh dear, I've got a theme.
It's okay,
I promise
you're
I'll
in
mix it up
bridal
later.
mode. There we go.
Yes, Sarah Corbett-Winder. I just thought she looked so cool. I love how she's paired the really oversized white suit with the kind of big statement glasses. I think it's just a really cool combination.
Yeah, she makes everything look cool, even
effortless.
like quite classic
I
things.
know,
I think it's the dishevelled hair and the glasses and the
Yeah.
tan. And
I
like,
mean,
it's
her
just-
interiors help as well.
It's true.
So.
She just it's just keeping nice down. She'll help. Okay, fashion follow of the week, Lisa. I mean, timely. This is the only fashion follow of the week, really, isn't it?
It is. I mean, like, how can you not? Like, I was so excited when I heard the news. I was like, oh my God.
So we should say, this is the news that Phoebe Philo, who of Celine, really kind of made her name in the mainstream when she was creative director of Celine, she stepped back a few years ago. We've all been waiting for a big announcement. She has confirmed that her brand is launching later this year. So fashion girls are very excited and nervous for their backgrounds.
On the Philo note, did you see the new little boutique shop in Bruton, Philo and Philo?
Yeah, Georgie went, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yes, she went. It's her sister and her mum or something.
Yeah.
Yes, have you been?
I haven't been yet, but I'm planning on going.
Yes, you spend a lot of time.
Gonna hang
there, don't
around.
you? Yeah, you must.
See if she shows
Georgie
her
thought
face
she
as
saw
well.
her there, actually.
Oh,
yes,
cool.
she did. I know. So yeah, there you go. She'll definitely pop
Amazing.
up. Who was your fashion follow of the week, India?
So I've gone for a fashion influencer who, again, has quite minimal style. I feel like there's a theme here. She's called Jess Elise, and I actually met her last year at a conference in the US, very random. But she just got very effortless, chic, and very wearable style, which I feel is something we could all use a bit of.
It's true. It's that inspo can't hurt, can it?
Yeah, and she's very likeable and cute as well, which is always nice in an influencer.
That's very true. What about a designer piece of the week, Lisa?
For me, it's a Celine cardigan. I feel like it's such a forever piece. You can wear it with anything, and it's just, I love Celine. I mean, talking of Phoebe Philo, but Celine is one of my favorite brands.
There was a real dip post Phoebe Philo, and they have managed to re-establish. I mean, it's still not the same. People still talk about old Celine in that way, but that cardigan is a goodie.
Yeah.
A lot of good people wearing that. India, what about you?
I've actually gone on Valentine's theme with this. So I have gone for a very fun Harmer top, which is like pink silk with a big taffeta bow.
Mega.
Can be worn beyond Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Love that. And high street piece of the week, India?
I've gone for Monique wearing mango recycled denim.
Yes, very cool.
I'm obsessed with this denim collection. It looks so good. There's kind of a raw edge on the denim, on the jeans. They look like a great fit. And the denim jacket, I feel like the colour and everything is just right. So yeah, I've gone for mango.
Monique is my like number one. Like if I could just like have a whole wardrobe and look like someone, she'd be mine. Lisa.
Yeah, for me it's the Marcella London jacket. I feel like you see it everywhere, and it's such a nice jacket.
Yeah.
It's actually on pre-order right now, so I bought it. I haven't got it, but
I think Polly actually has this one. It's a really good jacket.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, and finally, a brand to know. Lisa, you have two.
I have two. So one is attire, which I love because they only do natural fabrics, and it's just such an amazing brand. And Turn Studios. I recently discovered them, and they are also really minimal, like super high quality, really nice.
I haven't heard of them.
Yeah,
Amazing.
neither. India?
I think you're a fan of this one.
I am a fan.
So Elsa Hosk, the Victoria's Secret angel, who's uber stylish, she has started her own brand, which is stocked, I think it's exclusively on Forward and Revolve.
Yeah, it's on Revolve,
But just really beautiful classic pieces. She obviously looks unreal in all of them. So I think it's partly that I would like to
I
just
think,
look like her when I buy them.
The clothes are good, but like she makes them better.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I think really beautiful hourglass blazers, but also some cooler like pajama style pants and stuff. So
I love the hourglass blazer, the white one.
Yes.
She paired it with the white Kate skirt.
Yeah,
oh
amazing.
my God, that was amazing.
She can do new one.
Yeah.
All right, thanks both. Loved that. Back to the sofa after a short break.
The Luxe Girl vlogs are back. We are back. For or against cow milk? Hi B. Is it good? Kate has a secret admirer who sent her a cake to the office. Yeah. You've got a sleigh cake. Sleigh cake. And now you're Patty. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm obsessed.
From Valentine's Day to love languages now, we thought, what better day to discuss love languages? I'm going to run through what the 5 are. So these are the ways that one likes to receive and to give love. So they are words of affirmation, compliments, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. Do you relate to any of those? India, what would you say your love language is?
I actually think mine is words of affirmation. I wouldn't reduce it necessarily just to compliments, but I feel like that thought that goes into like a nice card, or I guess it is a compliment, but just a thoughtful way of articulating something and like confirming it via words I like. And I do feel like almost on the flip side, I'm very impacted by words as well. So like criticism, I feel like that.
Yeah, so
like
it's like the opposite of love language.
Yeah, exactly. So cards, whether that's a card from a loved one or like a thank you card or something, like those mean a lot to me. But I think James's is actually quality time.
Okay.
But I think what's interesting about love languages is maybe you kind of give the love language that you like.
I think that's definitely true.
So I have to make a concerted effort to play up to his love language.
It's true, you can always be incompatible love language-wise, can't you?
Definitely.
Lisa, what do you reckon? Do you have one?
I think for me it's acts of service. So because for me it's like actions speak louder than words. It's kind of like really, and it's so important to understand that everyone has a different love language and whatever, like you were saying. So with your partner, it's just like, if it's different, like you just need to kind of make sure that you understand their love language and just...
What's your fiance's?
Receiving gifts.
I think that's mine, but I'm not sure that my husband has clocked onto that.
Everyone admits that.
You're not supposed to say that. Okay.
Well, he does. And he makes sure I understand.
Okay, interesting. This is such a generalization, but I would have thought that was maybe more of a female trait.
Yeah, interesting.
Interesting. Bryony, what about you?
I think I'm physical touch. I just love like warmth, and I'm always kind of, quite more tactile. But his is acts of service, I think. And I think you have to understand each other's, because I could be like, oh, well, he's not,
That touch.
he's not like
It's not holding my hand all the time.
And actually, he might do something that's so sweet that in 100%. His mind is him showing me love. Like I had a live class on one morning, and he had like, we were away, and he'd checked the Wi-Fi the night before,
Aw.
like with the, you know, like
Yeah,
that
that's
type
really
of thing.
sweet, yeah.
So yeah, I think you just have to understand that that is his way of showing.
Totally. Well, I'm sitting here thinking I must be really needy because I'm like, yeah, all of that. All, like,
I mean, I definitely
all of them.
Yeah.
I think you're always going to be a mix. Like, all those things make up love. So you
I
obviously
think
want
that's
all
so
of them.
true. And all those things
I'd
make
love
up
them all.
Yeah, just keep shower me
It's
in it
just
all.
like how you prioritize them.
I think that's so true. That's so
Do you
true.
know what Ben's is?
Probably quality time.
Yeah.
He's quite needy in all of them as well. Maybe we're casual because we're both really needy. I'm going to ask him. I'll be interested to know. I'll let you know. All right, from love to beauty, Adeola is here to tell us everything we need to know about the hero ingredients of the year, ceramides and niacinamides, and how to include them in your daily routine.
Hi everyone, Adeola Gboyega here, beauty contributor for SheerLuxe. Now today I'm going to be talking about 2 must-have ingredients that you should have in your skincare routine, ceramides and niacinamide. I'm going to be talking about my favourite products in each of those categories and why you should be including them into your skincare routine. The first ingredient that I want to talk about are ceramides. Now ceramides are amazing, they're naturally present in our skin and they're essentially the fatty acids and the lipids that we have to keep our skin looking really nice and plump. Now we're going to be seeing a lot of brands launching new products that are really heavy in the ceramide department, really helping to fortify your skin, but also helping to keep your skin's barrier intact. So one of the launches of this year that I'm really loving is this new oil by Ole Henriksen. It's super lightweight. A little goes a long way, and your oil should be applied as your last step in your routine. It's got vitamin E in there, and it also has ceramides to keep your skin feeling very nice and nourished and protected. So next up is the MAC Hyper Real collection. Now this comprises of a cleansing oil, a serum and also moisturizer. This is newly launched from MAC Cosmetics and it's specifically created for makeup application in mind. And actually what I really love is that in this range you've got really beautiful products and ingredients such as ceramides to really help your skin look really nice and youthful and hydrated and glowing, ready for that beautiful makeup that you're going to apply. And then finally is a fantastic affordable option. This is the Ceramides moisturizer from Revolution, which I really love. I believe this is only £9 and you get so much product in there. But what I love is that you've got a real blend of hyaluronic acid and ceramides to really keep your skin nice and nourished. And this is perfect because you can use it on the face and the body as well. And I just love that rich sort of texture to really nourish the skin and keep the skin lovely and plump and really lock in that moisture so that when you're applying your makeup or even if you're not wearing makeup, your skin just looks really nice and healthy. Now, next is an ingredient that I absolutely love. This is niacinamide, also known as vitamin B3. Now, what I love about niacinamide is that it works really well with other ingredients, but it really helps to treat a multitude of concerns that you might have. And it also helps with barrier function, keeping your skin nice and healthy. So quite a few brands have added niacinamide as part of their routine. First of all is this new launch from Ren. This is their Plump Essence. Again, you're gonna apply a few drops onto your hand and then press it into the skin. And niacinamide has been added into this to really help with brightening your skin to give you that lovely, healthy lip from within look to your skin as well. La Roche-Posay also have a niacinamide serum. Now, I love a serum because you tend to have more of that sort of ingredient locked into a serum, so you're really gonna get the full benefit. Another product I'm absolutely loving that I've been raving about is this new Garnier Vitamin C Eye Cream. This also has niacinamide in there, which is also going to help to brighten, and I've seen some fantastic results with this eye cream. Now this next product is fantastic from a range from Sabrina Elba and Idris Elba. It's called Sable Labs, and they've created a range of products specifically targeted at deeper skin tones, melanated skin tones. So this product actually contains tranexamic acid and niacinamide, which are both really fantastic if you're prone to uneven skin tone or are suffering with hyperpigmentation, to really help to even out your skin and give you that brightness. It's a super lightweight moisturizer that feels amazing on the skin and really helps to give you that really nice radiance as well. And then finally, don't forget that you can also get added skincare benefits in your makeup products as well. And I've got 2 products here that actually have niacinamide in their formulations. These are actually skin tints and CC creams. One of them being this amazing product by Ilia. This is their world-renowned skin tint that actually has SPF 30 as well as niacinamide to help protect the skin and brighten dull complexions. And also one of my favourites from IT Cosmetics, the CC cream, that also has niacinamide to help with barrier function and also to help even out your skin tone as well. So both these products can be used night and day. I actually really love to use my niacinamide in the daytime because it's an antioxidant, so it really helps protect against sun damage to keep my skin nice and even, so I'm not experiencing, you know, any sort of hyperpigmentation or uneven skin tone. But it also works really well if you want to use it at night with your retinol. A lot of people experience irritation from using products like retinol, but actually niacinamide is fantastic for that. So really think about your concerns and when you can add them in, but both of them work really, really well to keep your barrier intact. I hope you found my roundup of the hero ingredients for 2023 super helpful. All the products will be linked below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next month with some more beauty insights. Take care. Bye.
Thank you so much, Adeola. Looking gorgeous in pink for Valentine's Day too. Now, Bryony, we couldn't have you here and not pick your brain on wellness, all things well. If you haven't checked out Bryony's Pilates classes online, do. We'll put the link below. Please can you tell us about wellness trends for the year? We're still sort of in the beginning of 2023. So what's going on in the world of wellness that we should know about for this year?
Well, lots of things. I think there's a big trend on micro workouts, which I'm kind of introducing, well, I have been introducing the last few months. So I think it's quite big on TikTok, but just basically reducing your workout length, but making it more effective. So for me, I very rarely do a workout over 30 minutes. And yeah, even like 10, 15 minutes, I think people are doing that more rather than going to, I feel like no one really goes to the gym for an hour and a half or an hour anymore. There's a big focus on recovery methods, so infrared saunas, ice baths, cryotherapy, which are incredible. Cycle syncing workouts, that's quite a new thing.
Oh, what? So with your period?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
What? So going at like certain levels of intensity depending
on your cycle, exactly. So you know, you'll have like short bursts of energy and then fitting in more intense workout, and then there'll be time where you could introduce more weights and things like that. That's quite a big trend. HIFU, have you heard of HIFU?
No.
What is that?
Girls.
Tell us.
Okay, so HIFU is, you can have it done on your face and your body. So it's like a tightening, sculpting machine, but it's wild. It's so good.
What's it actually?
Kind of like face gym vibes. Or...
Yeah, but it actually boosts your collagen. So you get the results you do see results instantly, but then you get better results in, I think, 90 days. But it's incredible. It's not kind of like one of those things that...
Okay.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
Is it non-invasive as well?
Non-invasive, yeah.
Have you tried it?
Yes, I love it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I really want to try.
Yeah, that's interesting. Where can you get that done?
Pandora Long does it in Chelsea, in the courtyard. So South Ken, Chelsea. She's amazing, yeah.
Interesting. India, you're obviously, we were talking before, wedding is imminent. I know you're a big fan of Bryony's workouts. How has your fitness changed in the build-up to your wedding?
I would like to say that it's changed, but it hasn't changed.
Well, you're quite consistent anyway, though.
I've always loved Pilates, and I've been doing Bryony's workouts on and off for about a year or so, but probably consistently for the last few months. So I've already hung out with Bryony this morning in my kitchen. But yeah, I love Pilates. So that's my priority exercise-wise. I had a big hip injury years ago, and I can't really do super intense stuff. So don't have many options. But that's probably an excuse for me to not do it anyway. This year, I feel like I've been focusing on healthy habits, like leaving my phone out of my room when I go to bed. I just have like matcha in the morning. I'm trying to think of other things, but
well, it sounds like you're doing very good.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm just trying. I'm trying to do like little. I'm trying to build little habits in a way that's consistent, rather than giving myself really unrealistic expectations. Basically,
wise. Lisa, any wellness new trends for you or things you've been doing this year?
Same. I really love Pilates, like bar. Do you know, like bar exercise? Like I love, like I do like 30 minutes a day. I feel like it's really kind of like the shorter the workout, the more you motivate yourself as well. Like if it's only like 20 minutes or 30 minutes, you're kind of like more likely to do it more
Stay
often.
more consistent. Yeah, definitely.
And then I also bought this water bottle, which I'm really proud of. It's like 2 liters, and I'm actually realizing how much more I'm drinking. Like,
Yeah.
I need to get one of these.
That is the SheerLuxe team's clever hack for drinking more water. Yeah, there's a lot of
So
those
that
around.
is one thing that I'm sticking to, and it's really helping me to drink
Okay.
more and stay hydrated.
It's just a lot of slapping. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
It's quite heavy.
What's the most aesthetic water bottle?
Oh.
The ones with the
What's like the one-
crystals inside.
I like the ones
they
with
look a bit odd,
the.
though.
I don't know what brand it is, but I see the ones with the straw and they're quite matte.
Oh, I've got that Camelback.
Camelback.
Yes,
yeah.
so good.
Camelback, like a hiking
like
camelback.
like a hiking one, but in a bottle. Yeah.
Oh, great.
It's not beautiful, but it's fine. It's unoffensive.
Okay.
And I've got the 750ml one, and like you probably drink way more with a big water bottle. I drink way more with a straw.
Yes.
Yeah, there's something really
I don't know
enjoyable.
why that is.
What is that?
I think it takes you back to being a baby.
Yeah, it must be.
It's very,
almost,
like,
it's almost becomes like a
Habit,
yeah, like a
yeah.
weird
Yeah,
compulsion. You just
totally.
sit there
like
sipping
a
it. don't
comfort.
you?
Honestly, I just sit there. I
Yeah.
don't even you don't even have to hold it. I just sit there just with it like typing away on my laptop.
Balance on your. Okay, there you go. There's a new
So,
niche
highly
roundup for
recommend.
SheerLuxe.
And I'm actually going to give a shout out to the Arc water filter, which is the
yeah.
most aesthetically pleasing water filter as well.
Is that
Have
one
you
for your
seen
fridge
that?
or is it one that you have?
I just have
go?
it on my surface because I don't like cold water.
But as in it's not one
it
for the
doesn't
go?
fit in the door. No, sorry, as in
For home.
a home water filter. It's a glass one. It's got a really nice weight to it, and it's got filtration salts, and you can have enriched ones with like magnesium, and it's very chic.
Also, the other this chat is taking a turn, but the other one that is so beautiful. I don't know what the brand is, but they're like A4 pieces of paper. Have you seen them?
yes, those
so
are
the
really cool
it'll be a
water
water bottle
bottles.
that's like this size, and it's like that thin, so it'll
What?
slot like into a handbag.
My mum
with it.
has one of those. Very
Oh
chic.
my god!
They're really cool.
I
They're like
must
boxes.
know.
Yeah.
Clearly, I haven't done
Amazing.
enough research
Yeah,
on my
you guys-
water bottle. I'm like, I need to
There's a
get
whole
on
world
it.
out there. Exactly. All right, maybe we'll link some below. All right, next up, moving on to another way to express love. I am going to be chatting to Anna Richards, a sex, wellness and relationship expert. We're going to be talking about how to have a healthy sex life. I'm joined by Anna Richards, a strong voice for women, helping women and couples across the globe to explore and have a healthy sex life. As we all know, it's more important than ever to look after our mental health, and Anna is determined to help women and couples do this via their own bodies and pleasure. Anna, welcome. It's such a pleasure to have you here. You were just explaining a little bit about your business. I think we kind of have to start there. Can you explain a bit about who you are and what you do?
Yes, well, thank you first off for inviting me, and I'm
Sure.
always thrilled to come along and chat about my business. Frolic Me is what I launched about 7 years ago now, and I was very aware that women didn't really have a safe space to go to explore their sexuality. So I wanted to offer women and couples sex-positive erotica for them to explore their own sexuality, start to understand the meaning of sex, and to understand about well-being and education as well. So it's a range of erotic videos, stories, galleries, and articles.
We were just having a brief chat about the dangers of porn. I mean, everybody knows it. You've got a son. We were talking about Hodge, who's got a son as well. You know, how we all know that normal porn, you know, the mainstream porn isn't reflective of real sex. So that's kind of the point of your platform, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, mine very much champions female pleasure. I mean, that is the essence. I wanted to focus again on how good sex can be. And actually, you know, pornography is there as a stimulus, but it doesn't need to be degrading. It doesn't need to be gratuitous. It can be hot-blooded, lustful passion. And I felt it was seriously missing and something I wanted to bring.
So this is your mission, to show people how good sex can be. So why is sex so important in I was going to say in a relationship, but kind of for everybody? You don't have to be in a relationship.
Sex, I think we don't always fully appreciate how valuable sex is for us. It fulfills our emotional and psychological needs. It's not actually a need itself, but we need it actually for our self-esteem. And it's how others actually value us. And as well as all the feel-good factors that we get through endorphins and the euphoria and so on of orgasming, it's actually that emotional need and connection that we so need.
So many relationships begin with that kind of honeymoon phase. You might be having sex a lot. How do you maintain that throughout a relationship? And how do you maintain that kind of passion?
Do you know what? It's difficult. No libido stays the same. And no, we do not all come with a certain amount of libido there. It's all really about how do we find time for ourselves? How do we find that desire? How do we actually get that motivation to want to have sex? It's not always easy. And if you've been in a long-term relationship, I hate to say it, but after about 18 months, the honeymoon actually does wear off a little bit. It's not something that stays forever. So turning to either erotica, turning to use of sex toys, turning things up is how we actually go about creating that desire to actually want to have sex.
So many people aren't comfortable having that conversation with their other half. What do you suggest? How do you broach bringing sex toys into the bedroom or watching erotica together? How do you have that conversation?
Well, I'm a huge advocate of sex toys. I think they are fabulous in actually helping women in particular actually reach that fabulous O, because sex toys, women naturally do not actually reach orgasm through penetration alone. It's just, you're in the under 20% if you can. So actually, if you start bringing a toy into the bedroom for your own sort of personal pleasure, I don't think many men would be too affronted if they saw their gorgeous partner having the most mind-blowing moment. I think they'd go, yeah, okay, that certainly worked. Why not? And I think sex toys are becoming so much more available, and I think we're accepting so much more the use of sex toys as an aid, a stimulus, add to the fun. I think more and more people have got a bit of a drawful, actually, when it comes to toys.
They're quite sophisticated now, aren't they? The once upon a time, it was a kind of top shelf.
Yes.
And they were garish colours, we work with loads of sex brands and sex toy brands, and find that they look really quite sophisticated now.
Yeah, they were scary in the old days.
Exactly
if you ever held the rabbit in your hand, it looked like you were sort of drilling for oil. The way it whirled around and the lights were flashing, it was scary and intimidating. Now, we've got some fabulous discreet toys. Anything from the size of a little lipstick almost, which is a bullet, a little vibrating clitoral stimulator, right the way through to such very discreet, almost sort of pebble-like. But they're all there to give some really fabulous stimulation. And the more that people feel comfortable using them, holding them, having them in their drawers, they actually serve more and more of a purpose.
Makes sense. What do you think people are doing wrong when it comes to their sex lives? People who, maybe aren't finding that pleasure or don't have, a great sex life in inverted commas. What does that mean, and what are the mistakes and problems you hear about?
I think, do you know what? First off, I often think, just take the pressure off. Oh my God, I've got to have sex, And I think sometimes, particularly women, I think we build up this slight panic attack of, I need to have sex and I've got to have good sex and so on. And I always think, do you know what? Stop thinking about the sex and that physical act and actually start turning it on looking at the sense of pleasure. And it's about enjoying the pleasure. So what is it that gives you pleasure? And I think often women don't always know what pleasure, what they're seeking, because actually we don't really masturbate very much. There's a bit of a taboo there. So if you were to actually sit back and enjoy some masturbation, you'd actually understand an awful lot more how your body reacts. Where does it like being touched? Where does it like stimulus? And then you can actually have those conversations with your partner and actually guide them as to what sort of sex do you want? What is it you like? And I think it's a hard one sometimes for people. If you had a moment where you say, tell me what you want, what do you like? And most people would probably go, they probably almost freeze and sort of, well, do what you do. And we need more than that.
But that comes back to the communication again, doesn't it?
It is
And the
so
language.
much about communication. But you need to know first for yourself. And I think we can only get to that point when we actually start to understand our own bodies. And I think we have got a little way to go as women to really engage in that understanding of our sexual self. That's what I would say.
What do you do if you have a really mismatched libido or, sex drive with your partner?
Yeah, well, you're basically in the norm. I mean, I don't think there are couples that have perfectly matched libidos. And I think if you are one of those, well, you're very lucky.
And generally, I mean, it's a stereotype, but generally men have a higher sex drive than women. Is that right?
Well, this is interesting. Yes, they have a higher sex drive if you think about it in terms of how often do they maybe think about sex or how often do they orgasm and so on. Yes, I think you can say that. But when it comes to being stimulated and aroused, if you have, and studies have proven, if you have men and women together watching something erotic, they will both have the same level of arousal.
Interesting.
And actually often women are more likely to respond to that sense of arousal.
Okay.
So actually, is it true that we are actually have less of a desire for sex? And I think no.
Interesting.
I just think sometimes we just have so many dampeners on us in terms of stresses, maybe menopause.
We just think a bit more.
We're too busy
So much going
thinking
on.
about everything that we don't necessarily give ourselves that space. But we're just as sexually driven when we are aroused and when we are actually engaged in that moment of thinking about sex.
So in terms of mismatched libido, can't speak, mismatched libidos, then perhaps it's that you need to be working that bit harder if you're the one with less of a sex drive to get there.
I think you have to accept that, your desire is actually really in your hands. You can't expect somebody else to create that desire. That's for you, the individual. So you have to get yourself in the mindset. And this is, I suppose, why I felt, Frolic Me was so important, because it helps people actually engage. Desire comes from liberating that erotic imagination. So you watch something sexy and you see a bit of eye candy and you see that hot body, you will naturally start to feel aroused. You're already halfway there.
Yeah.
So, and then, of course, you can then translate that across with your partner. But you have to have the context. You can't just run in with the shopping and think, I'm going to be horny as hell. Yeah. Because, you just
we all
won't.
know that doesn't happen. Exactly. Finally, the other side of the scale, if you're trying to conceive and so you're therefore having a lot of sex, but it's potentially not very passionate, what can you do to kind of keep the fun alive?
Well, you can always sort of try and turn things up and not be so focused about sex, but maybe bring it out of the bedroom and just have the pleasure. Don't be so focused about we have to have that penetration. We have to, because we have to have the situation of getting pregnant. And I think it's like anything with sex. Too much of the same actually becomes a bit boring, and it's trying to find those different alternative ways of enjoying sex. And then more often not, you often hear that when people relax,
yes, they do say that, don't they?
They're more likely to get pregnant.
Yeah,
because all of a sudden that stress that has built up has ebbed away, and all of a sudden, hey, that moment's arrived.
There we go, makes sense. Anna, thank you so much. We will, of course, link to Frolic Me below, and thank you so much for sharing your time. We hope everybody found it useful at home as well. Next up, spend the day with Georgie. From new eyebrows to Raymond Blanc, she really managed to cram a lot in.
Good morning, Georgie.
Hello.
I'm following you around today, is that right?
You are. You're spending the day with me. We've got a busy day. It's a busy Monday.
Lots planned.
Lots planned. So I've got a meeting in 8 minutes and we're just having a bit of a debrief before that. I've actually just realised I've even got Anina Bing jeans on today. Really? I'm going to look like a walking Anina Bing ad. Well, there we go. Happy day. Anyway, we love working with Anina Bing. I've got the boots. The boots that I tried on in New York. They very sweetly sent to me.
And then this is our new logo on the thing they said they did that wouldn't work.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll float that.
This looks more modern and more bold to me. If you're going to do a brand refresh, invest now.
I couldn't agree more.
Because you're going to change the fonts anyway, so why wouldn't you just phase it in?
This is what happens when you run a digital business. This is my technical setup.
Is that the tripod?
With Kate Moss and Armani. I'm just having a quick call with a Luxe & Co client to help them with their content strategy. So their content marketing strategy is a bit disjointed, so I'm not going to tell you anymore because they're a client, but that's what I'm doing.
Or what? A hysterical
No,
laugh?
just a bit of like a cheeky like.
Oh, so like
Just maybe do a bit of shoulder. Yeah. That's nice. No, don't.
You seem to be in this room again on another shoot.
I basically live here now.
We are filming some reels for SMN with the wonderful Maya.
How are you, Maya?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
What are you up to today?
Today, some reels, SLM reels. And I'm not sure what outfit this is, but I'm liking it. The jeans are a lot fitted now. Jess used to get me some bootcut dad jeans, but we've come to common ground.
No, good.
Boom.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. What if you go in a bit further with the? Yeah, that's better.
Cool. I think
it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Is that alright?
Perfect, thank you very much. I reckon that might do the trick.
Also, just that account, you said there's something about signatures.
Yeah.
If we get this work account open, we will be having champagne in a minute. Okay, management
That's
accounts.
management accounts.
And I told you this is the really fun stuff. See, everyone's like, what do you do now? You're not the editor. I do things like
Debt chasing and
debt
printing.
chasing, P&L, you know, all that really fun stuff.
I thought my head looks like a microphone.
A microphone?
Yeah. Can't you see the shape?
I like it.
You like it, yeah?
Yeah, it's cool.
Promise.
Then you've got the total costs, and if you scroll down.
That's fine, as long as that converts into...
Yeah.
Are you done already?
Yeah, we're done. I'm just...
You're such a pro, you know, he's in and out. I'm running to do something really highbrow. I mean, from P&Ls to eyebrows, it's all go.
It's medium for a Dalmatian.
Winnie, you are beautiful. Adam was like, is it okay? It's like a sort of medium size. You are medium.
I was like, it's about this big, but I think my hand was under the table. You
Yeah.
can see it.
Oh, gorgeous day. This is the local business who have been in touch a few times asking if we would like to go in and try a treatment. So anyway, we thought as you were in following me around today, and I haven't had a chance to get my eyebrows done recently, I'd take them up on their offer. Isn't that a beautiful building? So they're actually closed today, but yeah, they've opened for us. So isn't that lovely? We get the whole place to ourselves. So I like them quite like full. So this is before.
Have you ever tried the lamination?
On brows? No.
Yeah.
I've had it on my lashes.
That's a really nice treatment, but I don't know.
Do you want to do that?
I would rather do that, to be honest, just because the results are a bit more like.
Okay,
they
let's
pop
do
a
it.
bit more, yeah?
Let's do it. Okay. I love a good brow. The brow maketh the face. That's what they say. Every day I find my brows the biggest faff, which is why I want to have them microbladed. But they're very important, Henry. Can we move it to 2, maybe? Yeah.
You're supposed to be relaxing, Georgie. You're supposed to be working.
I'm trying to.
So yeah, we basically perm, then we neutralise, and then we'll tint, shape and style. I haven't really got that much wrinkle.
I love a dark brow. I feel like it's going to look quite full on for the camera. I need to put a bit of concealer on. Yeah. I think it's really awesome. It's Kevin O'Quarr. I'm so pleased with it.
Good coverage.
But you do, don't
yeah,
you?
It's not sticky,
yeah.
It's not. Yeah,
you get that, Henry? Kevin O'Quarr, people.
It's kind of like.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Lovely to meet you.
You too. Amazing. Thank you so much. You're welcome. That was cool.
Happy?
Yeah, I mean, they're quite dark, aren't they? But I really like the effect. I mean, I think they'll calm a tiny bit. You just get down to Sugarcane, people. Clapham Common, Old Town. It's absolutely charming, and I think she's seriously good. I'm now running really late, so I'm going to hustle back, grab something to eat. I've got a couple of meetings. I think A, and B, then let's show them what their content can look like.
It's so customised that unless it's within your imagery or your product, then you're creating a site that you then kind of lock yourself up into. So if you ever want to change anything,
they've got a simple colour palette, they've got a nice font, and then they've got a really strong image. This is very exciting. This is TM Lemon, which is a Luxe & Co client.
Oh, love that.
Oh my god, look at that!
Mega.
Wow, that's so cool.
They're the main
Tia
ones.
Lewin, everybody.
Ciao.
She was great, I have to say. So I was just on the phone to somebody, Henry, who runs a clinic supporting, well, I don't necessarily think children, but supporting people with ADHD and autism, but it's all about looking at the individual, being very, very bespoke about what they need. And she's obviously pretty fucking awesome at what she does. I was chatting to her for a while and I said I'd interviewed James Stevie Shirley, who's this amazing woman who, a refugee turned entrepreneur turned philanthropist, and built a business worth hundreds of millions in the 60s and had to pretend she was called Stevie, not Stephanie, because no bank could deal with her. She built the first residential home for people with autism. So I said to this woman that I'd interviewed her, and she said to me, Georgie, you must use your platform. You must use your reach to have this conversation, this amazing reach and amazing engagement, and we've got to use it for these causes. And Charlotte's with Gandhi and Jamie Redknapp right now.
Wow.
Toby Gandhi is guest editor on SL Man this week.
Not a bad duo.
It's Fashion Week any minute. There's lots of industry events going on, and so PR teams at this time of year tend to reach out to people in our industry, invite them in, encourage them to pick a few pieces to be ambassadors for their brands. Anyway, so we're here with them, probably me and Em if we've got time, and then we have got a tasting at Carousel. So it's Royal Ascot Week coming up, and Ascot's become a really big sort of foodie scene as well as a racing scene, and there are amazing chefs that get involved in Ascot Week. So we're going to go there later. I think we're going to meet Ollie Deboo, who's like a real hero of mine, and a few others. Shall I pick the things off? Yeah. I have this shirt. This is also a great shirt. Can I try those ones? Is that a towel? Yeah, it's a good fit.
I love how it's just like situated within all the jackets. Like.
Jeans and a towel. I couldn't wear that, but that's really cool. She carries this one quite a lot, doesn't she?
Yeah, push that down a bit so that it unhooks.
Nice. If you dream of a Kelly, that's a pretty good standard, isn't it?
Is that everything?
Just look. They're a really nice shape. I get asked about these on Instagram. I can't tell you. Can you tell me what they are?
I think they're the Exit jeans.
They are the Etta. So although people, I'm always like, I don't know. They're a Nina Bing. They're the Etta. They're these ones. I think these are cooler than the others.
Comfy to sit.
I guess they're too tight.
Testing them in every
I
angle.
really like. They also slightly go out there, which is cool. It's cool. That cutout's really cool. I think this is really nice together.
The jeans.
And these two. Yeah. Is that all right?
Yeah, of course that was.
Gemma, can you just pull out a few of your like newest or best-selling or most exciting new pieces?
With all of our stuff, I suppose sweatshirts and hoodies are like the ones that everyone knows. Our Sydney sweaters have been hugely popular.
I had this
Like
in cream.
this.
It's so good. It's also such a good length with leggings.
Rosy sweater, the one
best.
I'm wearing.
The best,
This
which half
one.
of SheerLuxe over sweater. I think Lou got it first in grey, to be fair, and we will probably do.
So this is a linen, but
Ooh,
they've just
it's
come out in a
nice.
twill. And it's actually got a matching shirt, so I feel like in summer.
That's got Charlotte Collins written all over it. I love the way that every season pieces come back. It's so refreshing.
We haven't been able to stop selling them.
Really? Charlotte got this in New York in black. She's mad about it. It's all lovely. Those bags are lovely. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bye.
So where are we now, Georgie?
We're at M&M. It's quite a nice transition. Anina Bing to M&M. They also do great jeans, lovely blouses. It's so versatile. That's rather lovely. Cargos, they're quite cool, aren't they? Chic, isn't it? This is a shirt with like a tank dress, and then you can attach the collar. Isn't that clever? I love your detachables. This is another one. So look, you've got a really pretty blouse under there, cable knit on top, and then you can attach that. That is really lovely. God, it's soft. That is lovely. The shape is beautiful. Thank you, ladies. Bye, bye, bye. Okay, that was a rush. Nice things in there. It's all really versatile, really wearable. Right, so we are off now to Carousel. Drinks, reception, canapes, DJ from 5:30, and then chef demos. Celebrity chefs Raymond Blanc. Wow, Ollie Deboo, Simon Rogan, Tom Barnes, Brett Graham. We've partnered with Ascot Racecourse for the 2nd year. Our readers love a bit of Ascot, and Royal Ascot Week is the sort of big event in the social calendar. I'm a big fan of racing, and even if you're not, it's a great fashion event, and it's now a really great food event, as we're going to see this evening at Carousel.
You must have worked up an appetite.
Do you know, I'm absolutely bloody starving. I had a huel for breakfast.
Do you like the huels? Are they good?
I have to say, I think it's brilliant, and I am somebody who's a real grazer, and it's very rare that I can go for a long stretch of time with nothing. I don't just drink Diet Coke. It's chocolate all the way for me. Voila. Merci. Thank you. Let's just have a quick look. It's really nice there. If you want somewhere like with a nice atmos for drinks after work.
Good for cocktails.
Good for cocktails, there you go. Anyway, we're not going there, we're going in here. This is Harriet.
Hey, Harriet.
Who runs Hand Communications, who look after Ascot.
Yeah, let me give you a
other
show
brilliant
around.
clients. Yes, please.
So basically, this is all the chefs who are going to be. They've all got restaurant spaces at Royal Ascot this year.
So I was just saying to Henry that not only is it about racing, fashion, the social scene, but it's now a really foodie event. So if you're not into any of the above, but you're into food, I mean,
Michelin star food from all the best. So they're all going to do a demonstration. We'll have canapes initially by James Tanner, and then they'll each take to the stage next door.
Hello, how are you? Hi, Mel. This is the lovely Debbie, who's a wonderfully stylish influencer. Last time I saw you, you were making F&F look so fucking fabulous. It was on. How good is that shoot? I know. So what is this? Gorgeous! So I have to introduce Alex. So Alex is Communications Director at Ascot. And she's super glam. You know, gorgeous. It's a Royal Ascot blush. I mean, it's called a blush, in which case SheerLuxe's colour is blush. It's made for us. Can you tell us what you're wearing, Debbie? Okay. I've got that belt. I love it so much. This is maroon. Okay. This is a reversible Valentino. I've got the same. I'm obsessed with this skirt. I love it. Where is it from? Pixie Market. I must mention this. This is Heavenly Necklace. Oh, Heavenly London. Heavenly London, that's it. Hi. Hi, what a pleasure. And this is Debbie, another of our super stylish guests. Can you tell us about your involvement in Royal Ascot Week this year?
Well, first, it is now 7 years since I'm involved with Royal Ascot. I was one of the very first chef to bring quality, to make an event Royal Ascot, just not an event, a management event, but an event, a culinary event, where there's joy, there's celebrations, there's quality, there's beauty. And now you can see there's 7 chef Michelin star chefs. So
and you set the way, you set the landscape.
Somebody has got to. I just happened to be the first, but because I fell in love completely with Royal Ascot, when the Queen Mum invited me, I was a young chef. I never cooked before. I opened my little restaurant after 6 months, boudoir-see, not the Michelin, but the Queen Mum with a trainer, in my tiny little place with red and white tablecloths, cheap prints of the wall, and I cut a cockle and I painted the feathers bleu, blanc, rouge, and they love my food and they invited me at Royal Ascot. I will have one when I leave it.
Are they anything to do with you?
No, whatsoever.
Come on, I want to know what you think.
Okay.
Come on.
Well, first you can see the geometry is gorgeous, but what I like the most, you can see the texture, the beautiful gold.
It's a thumbs up from Raymond Blanc on presentation.
That's for you.
Okay.
With layers and layers of pomme boulangère,
Yes.
cut it. I'm a Frenchman. And when you talk about France, it doesn't have this kind of event. You never have that kind of level of pageantry, amazing mix of beauty where the colors are flashing everywhere. The hats are absolutely incredible. It's a true celebration of the summer, the first party of the summer. Don't forget that. That's the most important.
Yeah, it is. It kicks
So-
off the summer season. Can you tell us something about you? A fabulous moment in your career, or something we wouldn't know about you, like you play football every night after work. What can you tell us?
I made the Queen Mum sing La Marseillaise, and she stood up and she put her fist on her heart and she sang La Marseillaise because I provoked her.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, that's not bad.
That's pretty cool.
100%.
Yeah, it's a treat to meet one of the greatest. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate your
Enjoy.
time.
Don't
It's
forget
really
the
a pleasure.
panoramic, okay?
Don't forget, he's asked me.
And you
for the
better book it for next year because it's fully booked.
You're fully booked. He's fully booked already, 2024.
See?
Anyway, this is the brilliant Ollie Deboo. He's one of the coolest chefs in London.
Can you tell us why you're working with Ascot?
Absolutely. So my 4th year now, and I think it's smoother than ever. I sort of come back because got amazing chefs, amazing facilities there, and actually an amazing structure. So the restaurant I'm in is called the Sandringham. It's a glass structure flooded with natural light, a la carte menu, which is a little bit more progressive. And we do a buffet as well, so if people want to pick all day, line the stomach.
Do you feel pressure to get it out quickly?
No, I'm very proud actually. The longest anyone waited for one of my a la carte dishes was 4 minutes.
Is that right?
So we're super organised, we're very set.
Can you tell us about a moment in your career that was unforgettable?
Oh yeah,
or
but
highlight?
probably when I opened Deboo, next to no money, so when we nearly went bankrupt before we even opened the doors. And I brought in my own pots and pans from home because we were that skin, and I wasn't ever cooking at home. So I took my own.
You're like Sky. They used to go off to IKEA on a Friday night.
Yeah,
after
yeah,
they shut. I love that. story.
Exactly.
I love it now.
Yeah.
And do you ever have a day off?
Yeah, today.
Today. Okay, I think you need to work for it.
Oh, this is Marilyn. You look amazing.
So do you.
This is Sally Bay.
Yeah.
Number 1. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we've obviously bring our team down with us to help.
Cured mackerel with horseradish and fermented gooseberries.
She's not a mackerel fan.
No. Okay.
I love mackerel. That's amazing.
Really?
Doesn't taste of mackerel. This is Lizzie. She can't really tell us, but she's.
Well, I can tell you I've got.
She's got a new book coming out and it makes her hair fabulous. And Marilyn is a wonderful fashion influencer and a hurdler.
Shut up.
Yeah.
You're like flat, you have to be really flat.
It was my mind. I've just said the tip.
Flat.
Is that whipping your knee up?
We've got all the tips.
I love how you're both telling her how hoping is not going to rain cats and dogs. But it won't.
Trust me, it's really nice. Raymond Blanc's food was so popular, but there's one left. Marilyn, we're going to share this. Come on. That's the best prawn I've ever tasted. There's a reason why he's trained 33 Michelin star chefs.
On top of that, we're going to do like an onion meaning kind of sauce. For example, do like something sort of family style. You could keep it long.
No, it's not. Just trust me on that. That is trouble. You just trust me. I wouldn't do it. Will you trust me? Am I right? Oh, wow. That's how
What's been the best so far? I'm interested to know what's been your favourite.
Beans one. The first one.
The first one.
The very first one.
So I would say that the
Tom Barnes mackerel.
this is one of the nicest things I have ever eaten.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a new roll.
Oh, the best.
That is very good. That is very good.
So it's a choux pastry, but it's actually baked with short crust.
Guys, I mean, it's really been a massive treat, hasn't it?
Yeah, we've had a lot.
Bye. It really good.
So Georgie, that's the end of the day.
That was a long Monday. That was not a quiet Monday. It was a brilliant end to Monday, I have to say. Whether you're into racing or not, go to Ascot for food. Raymond Blanc, Ollie Deboo, everyone else in between. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. I'm ready to use bed.
I'm not surprised.
And lie down, and I've got a very busy Tuesday. So anyway, so thanks for hanging out with me.
It's been a great day. It's been a busy day.
It's been a busy day, and I will see you soon. Ciao.
See you later.
I personally loved watching Georgie's day. It's so interesting to see what she's up to these days. eyebrows was the biggest takeaway of all the important things Georgie did. Don't her brows look amazing?
So really good.
I also love when someone's super blonde. When I know obviously they haven't stayed super dark, but I love that look of like a really dark brow and a really blonde hair. You said, Bryony, you bought a new brow product.
Yes.
Of late.
So I mean, I'm quite late to the party, but I just bought the Refi. What's it called? The gel or something. It's so good.
I always wanted to try.
Yeah, it's really good. I've put it on today.
Your eyebrows are great.
Nice. You're like, okay. And I use Hourglass, the pencil. So I do the pencil and then the thing, and now I wouldn't get them laminated.
Amazing.
And I really feel like brows just shape your face.
Yes.
Totally.
If I will leave the house with not a scrap of makeup, but I would never leave the house without my brow pencil. Yeah, because my brow, they just look awful otherwise.
I tint my own. Do you tint?
I don't. No, mine are naturally quite
Would you
dark.
get yours microbladed?
I would. I'm thinking about it. Yeah. I think it was Lisa Porter Dixon made the point to me that you, when you get it microbladed, you then are killing any, like it's scar tissue. So you're stopping the ability to have them then regrow. However, I think mine have I don't think they're going to regrow in the way I want them to anyway. So maybe one day. Yeah. Lisa, what do you do to your brows?
Oh my God, nothing. Like I'm literally I'm so bad. I really need to. I'm so late.
It's great to be so low maintenance.
Yeah, so bad, late to the game. But I need to really. I wanted to get them done as well, and I've been looking into it. Like, so if you have any recommendations where I can go to actually get them done,
I'm sure we've done a feature on the site.
Yeah,
There's flow brows. Have you heard of flow brows rather than microblading?
No.
I'm gonna get it
got
done.
all the recommendations. Go on, what's that?
I'm getting it done in March. It's like basically fluffy eyebrow tattoo.
Oh, that's what I want.
Because you don't want the
like
block.
super straight.
Yeah.
No, I don't want the block.
So it's called flow brows, and it lasts less time, which makes me feel more comfortable.
Oh, see, so it's not even like a lifelong commitment thing as well.
No, I think it's about a year and a half.
Change again.
Yeah. If we all go back to skinny.
Yeah, because it's kind of. So I had lip blush done. Have you had lip?
Yeah.
I've had that, and it's the same length.
Would you recommend that?
Yes.
Okay, we can discuss that.
Yeah.
India, what about you and your brows?
I'm actually so lazy. I just put mascara on them. I do my eyelashes, then I'm like, and we'll just go up a level.
We'll keep on going.
Genuinely, that's what I do.
But I guess if you're dark, it doesn't. I mean, what difference
it's
does it
the same.
Yeah.
But I have just found a great product, which is a Patrick Sue, I want to say, an eyebrow wax, which I really like. I was complaining to someone about how when I did my eyebrows, I would they get a bit congealed and there's a lot of makeup going on.
You can see it goes a bit dry.
Exactly. And she said you just need to clean your eyebrow, just swipe with a bit of water on a cotton pad before and then use a product and it makes a world of difference.
How interesting.
That's a little tip.
Good to know. I've got my hands on the Merit, which
their
brow, and it's coloured and it just so it kind of holds them in place and it's got like a bit of tint. I'd recommend.
Love that.
All right, thanks everyone. That is it for today. Thank you so much to Lisa, India, Bryony, and of course to Anna, Adeola, and Georgie. On next week's show, there's fashion with Polly Sayer, a skincare special, another inspiring interview, plus martini tasting with Heather. Plus, there is lots more. In the meantime, we would love it if you could comment below, give us a thumbs up if you haven't already, and do subscribe too. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye-bye.